In this video, I am going to show you how I went ahead and styled this piece. This is the human hair version. I promised you I was going to make a separate video on that, and that's what we're doing today. So hang in there. I hope that you enjoy this and find it informative and helpful to you. And I want to thank you for joining me today. All right, we're going to jump right into this. So I'm starting with some heat protectant here. This is number 3. It's the only one I happen to have. That's by John Renault. Good for synthetic fibers too. And not sopping wet here. I did not immerse the topper in water. I just simply put some water, on my wig brush and just put it on there. It's just damp. And you don't have to start with really wet hair in order to blow dry it and do what you need to do. All right, so I'm combing that heat protectant through, and I'm going to let you know that I had already done that once, but I didn't film it, so I thought I better film that. So it's got a good amount of heat protectant on it. So the 3 things that I really wanted to achieve with this piece is I wanted to change the part up, which I already did that. I wanted some lift, especially in the front here where it's parted. I like kind of an up and over. Doesn't have to be drastic, but it was really flat and just stuck to the head and the cap, and I don't like that. So definitely working on that. You just get the fibers really kind of up and off the cap everywhere, but especially there in the front. So that is something that I'm definitely going to be doing. And the box hair in the back is an easy fix. Just getting it damp really would fix that. But I will smooth it as I work on that box hair there in the back. So to secure your pieces to your cork head, you want to use T-pins if you have them. And you never ever want to pin it through the lacing or the monofilament. You ideally will secure it through the little metal holes in the clips. So we have 4 clips, and you can secure it there. If you feel like you still need additional security, then you can pin through sort of that, banding that goes around the sort of perimeter there after the lacing. That would be safe. Just nowhere in the lacing, nowhere in the monofilament, because you kind of tug when you're doing these things and you will ruin that. So you just got to be really, really careful how you secure your pieces to your cork head. Also, when you saw me spray the little tiny black bottle, the one after the number 3 heat protectant, I don't think I told you, that's actually the number 4 in the John Renault styling line, and it is spray gel. Again, I only have product really for synthetic fibers, and I didn't have anything like that, for like human hair, but it's totally okay. You can still use that on human hair. But it's just safe to use on synthetic fibers. That really is the key to getting some lift, is using that spray gel. I just don't think I would achieve anything that would last without it. And I only sprayed it probably up about 4 inches, kind of toward the base of the cap, up about 4 inches. And I used it on just sort of that front area. I didn't spray it all over. I just used it in the sections that I did there, because I really want that to just kind of come up and over. So again, here I'm just working on giving some lift and working the dampness out of the hair, smoothing it, and all of that's gonna really get rid of that box hair. I didn't want to do too much editing because I wanted you to kind of see the whole process, but I hope you don't mind that I did speed it up. I also want to mention that I love this brush. It really grabs all the fibers, but I would not use it on synthetic fibers. Okay, so you saw me get the topper ready. I think I'm going to feel like it's going to be more kind of for me now, because it's not going to be just so flat right here, because you know I like some lift there. I also took out the box hair in the back. So now it's time to work on mine. So I have a little bit of dampness going on, but this is a wet to dry straightener, and I am going to straighten this, but I'm going to kind of turn it under a little bit at the end, and that's all I'm going to do. So let's do that. See how it just turns into nothing, and I've got it almost from the very back. I know you guys think I have more hair than I do because it looks like I do, but I'm telling you, that isn't the case. So I'm just gonna take some of this fuzz. See this fuzz situation there? Gonna take that out. I am gonna smooth it with this. Man, I think I need to actually raise this up a little bit. And it doesn't take me long because I can take such large chunks because my hair is so fine and thin. So that's a good thing. I think that is a good thing. There are positives. I don't know. You tend to start looking at things a little differently when you embrace the fact that you are a helper hair gal, you know? It's like all of a sudden the stress of what's going on with your own hair just sort of fades away. At least it does for me. I don't really worry about it because I know I have so many different options out there that are fabulous, and I have to say that I'm so grateful for them, for sure. So just the slightest little bend, not a lot. You definitely want to make sure that your own hair is completely dry. Otherwise it's going to kind of fuzz as it does truly dry. So I have some dampness mostly toward the scalp. I want to make sure that I completely dry that. And this is a wet to dry straightener, so it is definitely doing that. I'm gonna grab back here. Don't have to be super precise. I just wanna smooth it basically and kind of give the ends a tiny little bit of a bend. I think I'm gonna trim my ends here pretty quick. What happens is they get so brittle that they lose the ability to curl, hold curl, or bend, or anything like that. Okay, I think that's all I'm gonna kind of shoot for right now. Okay, done. Okay, so I know that I put my topper to the left. I'm going to do that with my hair, and I'm going to grab my It Stays. And then I'm going to roll it around on the back of my hand because it sticks and takes a little bit to get that ball rolling, literally and figuratively. We're good. So what I do is I simply take it back And I also know those clips on this particular piece comes down to about there, but I want this to be nice, and I don't want to worry about it. I don't want to worry about it at all. So I'm going to bring that it stays right around the point where I know those clips are going to be. We're good. You don't want to put too much, because too much is going to make it so it never really sets. Not enough is going to be where it's just not going to take. You know, it might at first, but so there's this like kind of a happy medium, and you'll get to know that the more that you use it. Okay, so now we're going to take the topper. I'm going to undo all these clips. I haven't decided yet if I'm going to take out the front clips yet. Okay, so without my glasses on, I'm going to put the hairline right about there. Make sure I'm not folding down the lacing at all. Okay, is that good? Let me see. I'm going to put about just the tiniest bit more without, you know, again, I want to be really careful that I don't. And then I'm going to secure these clips, and I'm going to hold it there for just a bit. Okay, then I'm going to rinse the back of my palm off. Really dry my hands really well. Okay, now I'm going to take my hands underneath the fibers. Don't want to smash the fibers after all that work of making sure they're lifted. It's not going to work so hot unless you have spray gel. That spray gel is really the key to give it lift and all of that. So I'm going to hold that for about 10 seconds, and then I'm going to walk it down to these clips, and I'm going to hold it there where I put that. It stays right here. So I'm going to hold it there. It doesn't take long, but still, I want to make sure we have a good seal there. And I'm going to do this again. I'm going to hold it. I probably brought it back probably a couple inches, 1.5, 2 inches when I rolled it, somewhere around there. And then again, I am going to bring it down, and I'm not like overly stretching, but I am making sure that it's smooth all the way there. Perfect. Okay, sorry, I've got the shakes. Okay, awesome. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go back in my recording room. So I'm going to meet you back in the recording room. Okay, so we got that. Now I'm going to hold it down, and I haven't secured the back ones yet. So I'm going to pull, grab some hair, let it slide up a little, clip. We're going to pull it, let it slide up a little, and clip. Okay, look at how gorgeous. Look how gorgeous that lace front is. That is so pretty. Okay. So I'm just gonna be a little jauntily with it. Is that a word? I'm gonna be careful with it. While that it stays, kind of does its thing. Now, I am full aware of two things here. I know that my own hair is not as long. There's one of two things I could do. I could either just not touch it and wait for my hair to grow, but my hair is at its maximum right now. As a matter of fact, I'm even going to trim it a bit. So I probably would trim this topper to better suit me. But this is me just kind of doing a little demonstration for you. So just keep that in mind. The other thing I would do without full on dyeing my hair to match this, which honestly, if I were to wear toppers a lot and I had one or two in a blonde or something that I absolutely loved and wore them mostly all the time, I think I definitely would color my hair, at least the root color, or, you know, just something that would sort of match. It doesn't have to be perfect, but I would, because it just works a lot better. So the other thing to incorporate your own hair, say your hair matches this pretty darn well, is you can curl it. I find that is a really wonderful thing to do, because I actually curl it while it's on my head. Just make sure you don't bring it to the scalp, because you will melt it to your hair. You don't want to do that. So don't bring the curling wand or whatever you're using all the way to the cap, whatever you do. But that's a great idea, because then you can actually curl your hair in with it, and you have more of this sort of blended thing going on. And it's just kind of, I don't know, it's nice to do that. I definitely think blow drying that right through there helped a lot. However, I'm not one to like a perfect part, so I'm going to kind of take this off to the middle, have it kind of mainly be there to the side, but I think I'm going to see if I can get away. I don't know, because I really used the blow dryer right there, so kind of, maybe I can take this one. I don't know. I don't like a perfect part. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go get a curling iron and plug it in, and I'm going to curl this a little bit just to, I don't know, just to try it. See what happens if we give it a little bit of a curl. But this is really pretty. But yeah, so I'm going to go do that. So yes, I would add some more heat protectant, and you can use heat protectant for human hair. Okay, so now I'm gonna just kind of comb this out a bit. And I'm still holding that lace down. I am sweating up a storm. So all right, then I'm going to hold on. I'm gonna use some of my, oh my God, this cat is so gross. This is the Sebastian shaper. It's for human hair, and it's my favorite hairspray. So I'm just gonna, you know, use a little bit of this and just, it'll also kind of calm down those flyaways. Again, with this color, I definitely would want to color my hair, for sure. Yeah. And still, you know, I like to get the fibers off of the cap, even if this is a, even if this is a topper. I still want to kind of not have them just, and you know, I suppose that really is just a personal preference, honestly. So really just imagine how pretty this would be if your hair did actually match this. With this lace front, all of this, it is just nobody would guess that you have a topper. And toppers are cooler. Even as much, I mean, this topper again comes all the way down to, gosh, also I think my tag might be sticking out. You can cut those out. But I want to say that, yeah, it comes right to here. We have that cap and we have all those wefts of hair, so you're getting a good amount of hair. Makes it a little warmer, a little heavier, but nothing near as warm as a full wig. You know, I have all of this that is breathing and is out, and nothing bunching up behind my ears, because my measurements kind of make wigs do that, so I have to kind of make sure they're not, you know, nothing itching me right along the hairline. They really are a fabulous option, and this is my favorite topper. I don't care what form it's in, what length it's in. I absolutely love top billing. So this was a lot of fun for me, I can tell you that. So I'm going to sign off today for this one, part 2 of our top billing comparison video. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you have a lovely day. And if it's in the evening, I hope you sleep well. Bye-bye.